This is Access Houston on 97.9 The Box.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcoming back to the program. She's here under a different umbrella. It's been about, I want to say 3 years. Her and her friend, they wrote these books about baby mamas and baby daddies, and we had the conversation, and it was great. But now she is here bringing awareness because April was Autism Awareness Month. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the program. Ms. Nicole Wilson, the founder of Autism Moms Are Beautiful. So good to see you.
You too. It has been. I think it has been like 3 years.
Yeah, way too long.
Yeah, we can't be doing that. I gotta call old Nay so we can go get some drinks and stuff.
Hey,
you know.
Yeah, tell Nay I said what's up.
I will.
So let's talk about Autism Moms Are Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You founded this organization off of the strength of?
I actually just decided to just do it. I woke up one morning and was like, I understand what autism moms are going through. It's a hard life for some, not for all, but many of us have children that require a lot, whereas there's limited sleep, limited resources, limited help. So I started thinking like, you know what, why don't we come up with something? So I called one of my friends. I didn't come up with the nonprofit yet. I just told her what I wanted to do. So I got some money together and I just went out and bought gifts. And I started this private group, Autism Moms Are Beautiful with Nicole Wilson. And when I started the group, I was like, hey, every Wednesday we're going to do giveaways. And then I would go get gifts. And then I don't know these moms. My first giveaway was actually in Canada. Wow. And that's when I learned that you couldn't send perfume out of the country. So they were like, no, ma'am, you can't send that. Sorry. Oh, my problem. Okay. So that's how I started. I just came up, got some money together, talked to some friends, give me some different donations. And I just went out and bought gifts. And then I started mailing them every Wednesday to the winner.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you have a child who suffers from autism or who is on the autism spectrum?
She's on the spectrum.
As
she's 10 years old. Her name is Zanaya Lynn. Mm-hmm. And she was diagnosed at the age of 3. She doesn't have it as much as she used to, but the behaviors were really, really, really severe. We were a kicker, puncher, fighter, biter. That's what we did because we couldn't get our words out. So now we have communication now. So now a lot of times her behaviors are not to that extent. Now we do a little stomp when we're a little upset, but we don't kick, bite, and scratch because she's been going to Avondale House, which is a school specified for children with autism with behaviors where they use applied behavior analysis, which is a therapy base that is really good for children that have the behavior side of autism.
Okay. Yeah. You're listening to Access Houston, talking to Nicole Wilson of Autism Moms Are Beautiful. Where does this begin? How? I've heard so many stories of parents, especially mothers, saying how their child was normal. They were fine.
Yeah.
We had a doctor visit and, some vaccinations or some things were administered and my child was not the same.
Yeah. And you know what? It's still an ongoing battle with that because, some of us as parents believe that it could be vaccinations. Some other parents don't agree. So this is a really big hot topic because even in the private group, I do Let's Talk Together because I really want autism moms to really hear things from other moms and give perspectives. Yeah. So for me, my daughter actually did have lead poisoning. I can't say it was based off of the shots, but they actually said that my daughter swallowed lead poisoning. Yeah. So I don't know.
So that could be water.
It could have been, because they said she actually swallowed it. So before she swallowed this lead, my daughter was signing. She had moved from the bottle to the sippy cup. And then it was like, one day we was like, I don't understand this sippy cup. I had to go back to the bottle. I was giving her different foods like beans. I was real organic because I was a vegan. So at that time I was giving her different things and then she started pushing it away she was like, no. And then I found out she had lead poisoning. So I don't know if my daughter had autism before I found out through a diagnosis because she could have had it, but it may not have been so severe. But from the lead poisoning, which kills frontal brain cells of children if it's in their bloodstream or in their body before the age of 5. So she was only 3. So I don't know. So I can't really say. if she had it before. But trust me, there is a big debate going on with that, where some people feel it's the vaccinations. Some moms feel that is other things. It could have been something that happened when you was in the womb, some medicine that you could have taken. I did have strep throat, so I was on antibiotics. I've never had strep throat in my life. That was my first time. Another time I got sick and I had to take another antibiotic. So it's just, I don't know. It's just so many things that they're doing so much research on it, because a lot of moms just want answers. It's not about perfection or curing. It's just more or less answers. So,
indeed. Yeah. You're listening to Access Houston, talking to Nicole Wilson, founder of Autism Moms Are Beautiful. You guys, you have a magazine.
Yeah, we have a magazine.
Out. Tell us about the magazine. It's a digital magazine.
Yes, it is. A digital magazine. So what we do is we, of course, raise money. And we have autism moms that are on the cover who actually do pay to be on the cover, and we take a percentage of their money that they give to provide for moms who cannot afford to take the pictures and things like that, and we get different donations. So what we do is we get a makeup artist, set up a photo shoot, go to a boutique, and it's like we just glamour them up, so they can be like, you know what, I'm beautiful even without this makeup, but hey, let's just go ahead and put it on and strange and walk down the runway. But we also share different stories. We have various autism moms who are doctors, so we share stories from that. Like, for example, we have Dr. April, then we have Gail Fisher, who is also one of the leaders in our community, who shares a lot of stories. She has a lot of books. So it's not only that about making them beautiful, we also share different stories, because we want the autism moms to see who they can relate to. Right. So if we share this mom's story, another mom can read it and go, wow, that's my story. Yeah. Because it's like over 400 spectrums. So it's kind of like, who can I relate to? Right, so that's the reason why we do it. But it's only a quarterly magazine, because it's a lot of work for me to do. But we even
a one-woman show.
Yeah, it's like a one-woman shop. I mean, I have a great team of people: Donna, Keisha, Candace, Belinda. I have a great team. Just said I have a lot of people that help me out a lot. It's just a lot of it is on me, but they do sometimes go, girl, let me take that from you. Let me take that from you. So
that's amazing. I recently, one of my favorite singers, she is my favorite female voice, because I just love her voice. Faith Evans, and her son Ryder, her youngest son, has autism. He's on the autism spectrum, and I just saw a video that she had shared with another organization where they were, showing the video of Faith on stage at a concert, saying,
she
talking about
it. She
finally came out and spoke on it. Yeah.
It's a lot of them. It's him. We have
Tony Braxton's
son, and we have Tisha Campbell's son on the spectrum. D.L. Hughley's son is autistic. I mean, it's a lot of celebrities that have children on the spectrum, but of course, whenever they choose to discuss it, because that's the same thing with anyone. You can't force anybody. When you're ready to discuss it, I
was wondering when Faith was going to, because I mean, she always posts photos and videos of her son Ryder, but that was my first time hearing her publicly say that, and I wish that she would do more of that, because she's and this now it may be her start, which is good, because I feel like even when Faith Evans never announced that about her son, she has this presence about her that when she speaks, it's like you have to stop and go, okay, what is she finna talk about? Because she's so calm and peaceful with her she's
demeanor.
A lady.
So it's like, what is she finna do? What is she finna say? So, I'm glad to hear a lot of the moms that are coming out, because it will help bring awareness, because the biggest one to me is Holly Pete. She talks about it all the time. She has a foundation. So it's wonderful to see these mothers, because they have a platform. They really do. So I love it.
Listen to Access Houston. We got Nicole Wilson from Autism.
And someone just said Fat Joe's son. Sorry. Fat Joe's son. I forgot.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I wasn't supposed to do that.
No, it's all good. But you guys, I want to hear about this talent show, the AMAB talent show. When is that coming up? Where is that going to be? We got to be in the house for that.
Yeah, I hope you can come, but it's a free event for the autism moms. It's going to be at Axelrad. And Axelrad has a second floor that they're working on to bring to the public. So of course I'm about to come in there and really get my decoration on, because we're in the middle process of the transformation. But what I'm going to do is I have autism moms who have skills. That's what I want to say. Talents.
And
we're going to let these autism moms get on stage and just let it out. Because I told them, for me, I just want you guys to just be free. You know, it's no perfection. If you want to get up there and lip sync, if you want to get up there, whatever, it's no wrong to it. I just want you to know that this is the place we all understand your journey. Just get up here. We even have an autism dad that's going to perform. So it's crazy, you know. And so we're going to have special guests. Onay is going to be there.
Okay.
We're going to have Miss International Texas is going to be there, Joyce. And then we're going to have Miss Coed. We're going to have so many different people there just to have a good time. And we're going to be serving probably something simple like nachos and Frito pies. Because you know, it's not the same as the award ceremony. I have an award ceremony every year for autism moms.
Okay.
Where we honor them and the mayor signs a certificate to give it on.
And you're going to have to come back on here for that.
Yes, I know. I should have called you. I didn't think about calling you when I did
It already passed?
Yeah, it was smart. It was in March. So,
yeah,
that was our second one.
Okay.
And we honor at least 10 to 12.
Since you got the right number.
Boom,
now,
I know. Because let me tell you guys, I had the right number, but I saved under the wrong name. Oh, my goodness. I feel so embarrassed for saying that. But yeah, I was like, oh, my goodness.
It don't matter. We here, and you know that you have an open invitation to this.
Yes.
For those who, for those moms or parents that are in hiding and they don't know where to go or may not know any other autistic parents, where should they go to reach out to you and AMAB?
Yeah, okay. Well, we always encourage autism moms who may go, what's going on with my child? The first thing I do tell them is you go to your doctor, they're going to give you a list of questions. And when I answered the question, they were all no. So that will help you to see, wow, this is my child is not keeping up with other kids. The second thing is that join a lot of different groups. That's what, because I didn't do that. So I kind of lucked up and met someone on the way. And then she had a group, which was the Parallel Autism Connection Group. Her name is Jean Timbrick. That was just a luck. But before that, it was just like I'm trying to figure this out. Because I work with special ed kids. I work with children that have disabilities. But I never thought about it being my child. Yeah. So the group that we have is Autism Moms Are Beautiful with Nicole Wilson. It's a private group. And we encourage autism moms to join because we're really free in there. I cuts up a lot. Like right now, I'm real professional.
Right. Yeah.
But when I'm in the group, I could be a little extra, put a little makeup on, put some mask on, you know. I may be eating some chicken. I don't know. It just depends on what I'm doing when I'm going live. This is random. And then we also have other groups because since my group is more specifically for autism moms relieving stress, we also have other groups, and I do encourage them. We have Cafe Azul. Those are for Spanish moms. We have Special Moms, which is more on the north side, which is kind of more going towards the Woodlands, and they do a lot of events with children. So you join these groups, and these groups have other things going on where we're always posting about this seminar or this workshop. Oh, you can go here to find this information. Oh, you know what? You should call this autism mom, because once you post something, all we got to do is just type the name. Right. Boom, they're going to know that person needs help. We even have families on the spectrum. They do a lot of events. They have an event coming up. It's a movie night where they're going to get the whole movie theater with the moms and the children, you know. So that's the thing I encourage autism moms to do. Just join local groups, because I feel like if you join them, you're going to know what's going on. It don't have to be my group, because I love children. I love them. But I felt like I want to just keep mine more on love for the autism moms, because I feel like they do so much work. They do so much hard work and they get ignored. But then you also have those autism moms who have those beautiful autistic children that are doing so great, that they're blossoming. And then we also encourage those adults and children to be on our page and to post and join the group, because we would love to hear from their perspective on how to help us to work with our own children on the spectrum. Yeah.
So give the private group one more time.
It's Autism Moms Are Beautiful with Nicole Wilson. Or you can go to our magazine page, which is AMAB magazine, Autism Moms Are Beautiful. And then just the regular website is amabeautiful.org. That's amabeautiful.org. Nicole, so good to see you. I'm so glad that you could come on, man. And, you know, whatever you guys got going on, please just hit me up. Open invitation, because this is important. Yes, and so thank you for being on the front line and, you know, seeing the need and wanting to help other moms and just taking it by the horns yourself and doing it. So big ups to you. Thank you so much. You are very well revered, I'm sure. Thank you. I love my autism moms. They're beautiful. Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth, welcoming back the founder of AJ's Fight. Oh, and now I see, you know, the organization is incorporated. Okay. Doing big things. Little something. Little shine. Please welcome back Ms. Kim Alexander.
and AJ. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Good. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you got some big things coming up, as we still continue the fight of EOE and the third annual Superheroes Walk for EOE.
That's right.
Is coming up, which is going to be benefiting the Texas Children's Hospital. So, this coming Saturday, the 18th. Let's talk about that. Well, first, AJ, you got a great story. Maybe a lot of people may have not heard our past conversations about AJ's fight with EOE and what EOE is. So let's just educate our listeners on that real quick, if you don't mind.
Not a problem. EOE stands for eosinophilic esophagitis, and it's a chronic inflammatory disease of the digestive system.
And AJ, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
Good. You got a new look now. Last time I saw you, you had hair. Now you done cut it off. Yeah.
I was so sad.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I had to cut. I just got mine cut the other day, just yesterday. And I'm starting over, but it's all good. It's only hair. It'll grow back.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that? Was that something you wanted to do?
Yes.
Yeah. Why? You got sick of it?
Yeah, I got tired of it.
Yeah.
To do something new.
Yeah, something new. How you like your new look?
It's getting there.
Was you mad afterwards? Because sometimes a lot of people they be mad after they cut their hair.
I was mad.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'll take some getting used to. So, if you don't mind, real quick, with everything that you had went through, kind of tell people how you was feeling during your time of treatment and surgery, and how the medicine affected you and all of that. What was that experience like, man? Always going through
It was I was, for the most part, happy and sad because it was kind of scary going through all of that, but at the same time I knew it was going to help me, and I know I was going to get better after it. So it ends really good for me, but the process is it's really hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's some of the hard things?
Having to do procedures and stuff, having to do tests. I don't like that.
Yeah, I was the same way. I had I had open heart surgery when I was 5, and I just remember all of these tests, them having me in this dark room, all of these patches all over my chest and stomach, and laying there for hours at a time as they did whatever. I mean, so much so that they would play movies, in the room, and then just all of that in and out, not being able to play. I totally get it. I sympathize. I grew up, my childhood was the same way, in and out of the hospital, doctor's visits, all of that. But the good thing about it for you, AJ, and you'll realize this as you get older, you won't be afraid of the doctor. Because, a lot of people, they don't like to go to the doctor. They're afraid. But, we'll be so used to it. The first time something is wrong, I'm like,
you got to go see the people.
Yep. Go see the people. Listen to Access Houston. We're talking to Kim Alexander and AJ from AJ's Fight. Third annual 3K Superheroes Walk for EOE is on Saturday, May 18th. Where's it going to be?
It's going to be at Hackberry Park, and that's 777 South Dairy Ashford Road here in Houston. We're going to have the walk, of course, and then we have some activities for families and education for families and those affected and those who are supporting the community. When I come out, I always talk about all of the hard words and the big stuff and what eosinophilic esophagitis is. And I think sometimes what we don't talk about all the time or don't think about is how it's truly affects individual families. And for ours in particular, I know AJ's birthday is coming up. It's July 12th, and he's going to be the big 13. He can stop
AJ,
fibbing about it now.
You was a cancer, man.
So
my birthday's in July too. I'm July 2nd. So
okay. So you guys have a lot in common. And every year we venture on what will we do to celebrate in terms of a cake. And I know each year I try to get more and more creative on what I make him because he can't have cake. And so his cakes are made out of styrofoam. And it's one of the things that really sticks for me. We're big on holidays. We're big on family activities,
Right.
which are typically centered around food, but birthdays are special. And for me, they're even more special for a kid like AJ because he goes through so much. And when I think about my birthdays, I think about cake and ice cream, and I think about candy bags and my friends coming over. And his birthdays entail me giving a precursor. We won't have candy, and you won't get a candy bag full of candy. You get some toys, and there won't really be a cake. There'll be something that looks like a cake, and I'll be able to put some lollipops that are safe for him on it, but it changes the scope of what that birthday looks like. And we spend a couple of weeks before his birthday just kind of making the cake out of styrofoam and glitter and those kinds of things. And so it's just it's a short story to kind of put into perspective what life is like for individuals who can't have those types of foods and have such huge restrictions, and like him, who get most of his nutrients directly into his stomach through a feeding tube.
Right. Yeah. Man, hold up. That just man, bro. I hate that. How have you been able to stay so resilient and strong and process it all, as well as being educated about the condition, all at the same time? I mean, I promise you, Black women are magicians. I swear they are. Just as a parent, what is, I can't, my mind can't fathom.
For me, there's no highway option. For me, he's mine, and we're going to make it work no matter what the situation is. When we didn't have research here in Texas or funding that was prevalent here in Texas, we started a foundation. Yeah. It is about bringing to us the things that we need. And I think, I don't live in privilege.
Yeah.
I have to work. I work two jobs, and so I don't have the luxury of flying here and flying there to get him to where he needs to be. Right. And so AJ's fight came out of a cry of, I need research here for my son. And
research and resources.
Absolutely. And resources. And so, it's really just one step at a time. He was diagnosed early on. We were fortunate in that respect. A lot of kids wait a long time to figure out what it is that's hurting them. We were able to get diagnosed when he was 1 year old. And so that was helpful. But EOE, the discovery of EOE is about 25 or so years old. 10 and 100,000 are affected by it.
10 and 100,000. Okay.
So that makes it a rare disease, and it makes it a young disease. Yeah. And there's no fluff and puff around it. It's a disease that people don't know a whole lot about. And because of that, there isn't a lot of funding. There isn't any glamour behind it. There isn't any real push behind it for people to figure out what's going on. And so it's all trial and error.
At this. And with that, has there been an origin of how it developed or became?
No, there's a lot of different theories. We are exploring the genetic component and some of that hereditary stuff. There are some leads as it relates to whether or not it's kids who have food allergies and then develop EOE or vice versa. But there's a lot of theories out there. We need the research. We need people to come out to the walk. We need people to get educated so that we can continue to look and fund research to figuring out what's going on. Yeah,
indeed. And so you can register for the walk, ajsfight.org, ajsfight.org. It's happening this Saturday at Hackberry Park, 7777 so many sevens in a row. 7777 South Dairy Ashford Road in Houston. Superheroes walk. Okay, so give me your top 3 favorite superheroes. AJ, go.
Black Panther. Aquaman.
Okay. Yeah.
Thor?
Thor's good. Yeah, I like Thor.
Maybe.
He got the right one at the top, though. He said the right one first, though.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Superheroes Walk. So come as your favorite superhero, yeah?
Absolutely. Yes,
is there-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's yours, Kim?
My favorite superhero?
Mm-hmm.
Probably Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
We're gonna get more on EOE. You have came a very mighty long way. I mean, just for you to be partnering with Texas Children's Hospital.
Absolutely.
That's a big thing, and big ups to them.
Absolutely.
For hearing you out and being a partner. I'm sure that they have educated you more in a lot of ways. Yeah?
Absolutely. I sought out Texas Children's Hospital because of how far they're in the field and just because of the notoriety of the hospital in terms of care for all of my children. And so I'm super appreciative of the EOE team there, Dr. Carla Davis, Dr. Anthony Olivi, Dr. Anvari, all of his nutritionists, everyone who's part of the EGID program there, the team. They're super supportive, and we totally and completely are just, elated to continue to work with them.
Indeed. So, Houston, do your part. Let's continue this fight and get more research and funding for the cause of EOE, and sign up and register for AJ's Fight, the 2019 third annual 3K Superheroes Walk for EOE, and you can do that at ajsfight.org. That's AJ's JAYS fight.org. Kim, AJ, it's so good to see y'all. Oh, wait, I would be remiss if I didn't mention our sister station, 92.1 Radio
That's
Now.
right.
They are going to be out at the walk. Young Lenny Bree, who you hear on 97.9 The Box.
Come take some pictures.
He'll be out there, with all of that energy. Get ready for Lenny Bree. He's a ball of energy. I'm like, bruh, what do you have? Give me some of that, because I need some. So y'all got a good one with you. So
we're super excited to have you guys out. We're happy, thankful.
Yeah, we're gonna continue
it's gonna be
to
a
do
good
what
time.
we can. And you already know. You already got an open invite on here. So thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you so much for having us again.
All right, AJ, good to see you, G. And thank you for listening to Access Houston.
We'll be back with more Access Houston on 97.9 The Box.